The heads of the House Oversight Committee today saying former National Security Advisor General Michael Flynn probably broke the law when he failed to disclose income from Russia and Turkey.
As a former military officer, you simply cannot take money from Russia, Turkey, or anybody else. And it appears as if he did take that money. It was inappropriate, and there are repercussions for the violation of law.
Such violations punishable by up to 5 years in prison, although it'd be up to the President's Justice Department to decide whether ultimately to charge General Flynn. Joining me now to discuss the latest on Michael Flynn, the Trump administration's efforts to avoid a government shutdown, and left-wing activist judges who seem to be working overtime to undermine the Trump agenda. The co-host of The Five, Kimberly Guilfoyle, and a new time for The Five.
Yes, 9 p.m. Eastern live.
And a terrific beginning it was.
Yeah, we're very grateful to all the Fox News loyal fans that showed up for us last night, and we could kindly ask you to do it again tonight and going forward.
I think that is
like they show up for you.
An invitation.
Yes,
exactly.
Exactly.
Let's start with General Flynn. You're an attorney, former prosecutor. Right. Is it worth anybody's trouble to prosecute him on this?
Can you just imagine? I mean, really. So, look, I don't know, what Sessions is going to do or the Justice Department is going to ultimately decide. I'm sure they will do a full and thorough and fair review of, the claims here and potential charges, but I don't know that any justice is going to be served by going after him and what specifically his intentions were at the time in terms of, willful failure to disclose, and so it's. I
will say
situation.
one thing.
What?
It's pretty clear right now to me, who's been supporting President Trump from the beginning, that it's a good thing he went off the rails when he did. This general, because I think he could have been a major problem if he had these kinds of oversights. That's not a demonstration of good judgment, particularly the judgment you want on your National Security Council.
No, absolutely. It's such an important position, and especially given what's going on in different very active and volatile geopolitical areas. We've seen so much activity, with North Korea.
Isn't it
Russia,
funny how things
Iran,
work out?
Syria.
H.R. McMaster's. He's doing pretty good. Huh?
So far, so good. Solid choice. We give him 2 thumbs up, 1 from me, 1 from Dobbs.
There you go. And I guess we're out of thumbs.
We're out of thumbs, yeah.
Let's turn to this sanctuary city order today, blocking it, a temporary stay, in part blocked by another, Ninth Circuit court out there in the great beyond. At least in judicial terms. What is going on? Why are activist judges like this, left-wingers appointed by Obama, able to shut down the presidency of the United States?
It's just awful, really. It's just, radical ideology run amok, and they're legislating from the bench, and they're not supposed to do that. So, but you see that they do it with, just willful abandon, no problem, just going to do whatever they want. It really is a serious issue, and I've prosecuted cases and worked in a sanctuary city. I was First Lady of a sanctuary city, so I know intimately the problems that prevail.
There's no more sanctuary than San Francisco.
I mean, it's the top of the pack, So, but really, when you see the amount of crime and the revolving door of people going back in and back with this catch and release, you can't ask anybody their true identity. They have 17 aliases, and God forbid you try and fingerprint them and find out who they are.
It goes on and on. Kate Steinle, the tragedy of her murder. And the idea that we have to have executive orders and an attorney general begging the administrators, mayors of cities across the country to please just do one thing, follow the law.
Follow the law. Can you imagine that?
No, I can't.
Like, you take an oath to uphold the law. So is it too much to ask to tell them to follow the law and actually enforce the laws on the books? I mean, this is what's so depressing to me and demoralizing. And you have, Border Patrol agents putting on the line every day, and the previous administration was more interested in prosecuting them and castigating them than they were in letting them do their job and giving them resources to do so.
Them being the Border Patrol agents themselves, who are thrilled to have a new president at 1600, joining, I think, a vast majority across the country. Good to see you. Have fun tonight.
You too, Lou.
And congratulations on the new show, The New Time, 9 o'clock, with The Five, led by Kimberly Guilfoyle. on the Fox News channel.
Thank you.